it's hard to lose weight. In fact, your body won't release the fat. And so by reducing insulin levels, we actually see weight loss. Before we had access to the GLP-1 agonists like tirzepatide, um, I mean, we would use metformin to reduce insulin levels, and we'd have a lot of success. Patients would come in, they couldn't lose weight, they would do, and think about this. How many of you have had this situation where you're on a caloric deficit diet, you're working out 5, 6 times a week, and nothing works. You can't lose weight. Maybe you lose a pound, and then the next day you gain it back. It's usually water weight. Oftentimes it's because of a hormonal imbalance, and one of those hormones could be estrogen, one of those hormones could be insulin. And once we figure out what it is and we start managing those hormones, man, we start seeing the weight loss. That's what we saw in Linda. Initially, we worked on her hormones, and then after that, we said, you know what, let's look at the insulin level, and we started managing that. So in a nutshell, that's how GLP-1 agonists work. The two that we're seeing a lot right now on the market is the semaglutide and the tirzepatide. Semaglutide is fantastic, but the tirzepatide has been shown to be 20% more effective in weight loss, and a lot less side effects.
Are there specific dietary guidelines for someone to follow while using the GLP-1 agonist? Like, does it interact with any certain foods?
Yeah, good question. So you can eat anything you want, but of course we want to be on a whole food diet, and low glycemic diet. Think about what we're doing with the tirzepatide or the GLP-1 agonist. We're trying to reduce insulin levels. So what other natural ways can we reduce insulin levels? Well, one, we can be really careful with the foods we're eating, because foods, glucose, sugar, will actually stimulate insulin. So we want to be on a low glycemic nutritional diet. That's basically what I use in my 6-week nutrition challenge. Very low glycemic, whole food based, and that's good itself will reduce inflammation, reduce insulin levels. So that's the type of diet you would want to be on when you're taking. You should be always be eating that way, whether or not you're on a GLP-1 agonist, but it helps the process.
Now, um, maybe Linda can answer this for us because she went ahead and talked a little bit about that food chatter and how since getting on the GLP-1 agonist,